welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded. Life has got a way of trying to keep you down, but we're moving on. So today we're going to be talking, finally, about Experiment 2A, Calibration Continued. So even though I was pretty freaking tired after fighting Caillou, I really wanted to push myself and see what more I could do. Especially in a scenario which I didn't have to think about the rules. And that was definitely a factor in the previous fight. So they pair me up with one Black Lightning. So this fight with Black Lightning, I feel overall was my best fight. It was definitely the longest, but I got to showcase more of my skills. I got to do some decent strikes, I got to showcase some of my grappling, which was honestly a lot of fun, and overall it was a pretty fun experience.
There you go, Phoenix. Come back out. Oh, yeah. Take your chin. Come on, take your chin. Get up out of there. Take your chin. Overhead. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what to do. Hey, grab his leg.
He definitely didn't hit as hard as Caillou did. That allowed me to make a bit of a mistake. So I thought to myself, oh, I can just eat a few of these and I'll be okay. No. In this fight I'm already exhausted, I'm already tired, and Black Lightning is pretty fresh. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let him expend his energy and wait for my opening, and then I can go in and hopefully just get him down. It was interesting, there's some decent back and forth, and my cornermate kept yelling at me. He was like, hey, quit floating back. Get in there, don't wait for him, quit floating back. But I'm just like, in my mind, I kept telling myself, God, I'm so tired, and that probably didn't help. Black Lightning came in with a really strong low kick to the leg, almost knocked me out of my stance. So here I'm thinking, okay, Caillou's strong enough to kick me out of my stance, and Black Lightning is strong enough to almost kick me out of my stance. Perhaps I need a stronger stance. Which reminds me, been having some issues with stuff down on my hips recently. So I went to the doctor, figure out what's going on. So it turns out that my legs and my hips and all of this down here is so tight that I actually need physical therapy to loosen it up, which is why I ripped my quad whenever I fought Odin's son. Just not enough flexibility. So I know that I said that I was going to do a boxing match, or try to get a boxing match with El Diablo soon, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, like, I need to get this stuff down here sorted out before I get back into the ring. I don't know how long it's going to take. Hopefully it'll be done by September, so we'll see how that goes. Right as I'm getting into the thick of it, I'm thinking, okay, I'm feeling pretty good. Cornerman says he's tired. I'm kind of getting used to all the hits at this point. It's like, okay, I'm feeling like I'm about to break out. My energy's kind of like rising up at this point. And then it happened again.
Come on! He's hurt! Jump on him! Jump on him! No, he's done!
I went to block his kick with my knee, and it glided right into my nuts. The first time was bad enough. Didn't even have time to heal, because remember, this is the same day. And here it is happening again. I'm just like, what are the odds? Oh, honestly, what are the odds? Ow! So he was kind enough in the moment that he recognized what had happened, and we kind of made eye contact for a second, and as if to say, like, you okay? And I'm like, no. A couple people on the sideline were just saying, oh, he's done, he's gonna quit after this, and I'm just kind of like, you know what? No, I didn't stop after the first nut shot. I'm not going to stop after the second nut shot. I'm going to keep going because, I don't know, it feels like I got a principle in me. You don't stop after a nut shot, you keep going. So I did. But it was kind of, it was really hard. I'm up there against the sideline, the fence there, and Face comes over. He says, "Hey man, you doing alright?" I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just tired of getting kicked in the dick." He's like, "Well, you got some time." And I'm like, "Alright, how much time?" 2 minutes. A whole round? Yeah, I'll take that. So, go over to the corner, hanging on the cage door, cause ow. And Wolfman, the corner man, he says, "Hey, I know this sucks, and I know you need to rest, but the longer you rest, the longer he gets to rest, and he's tired." See, at the end of the first round, I didn't look back. I just kind of walked right to my corner. I didn't realize how right my corner man was until I watched the video later. He's bent over like in half, exhausted. Had I seen that, I would have came out in the second round like balls to the wall, like all out. And then, we get back out into the ring. He shows some good sportsmanship, and we get back into it. It was it was good. So even though I felt like I could take more of these hits from him, he had really good focus. He just, caught the open part of my lung guard, and suddenly my brain, it starts to panic. It says, "Oh, my ribs are broken." So internally, I'm like, "No, they're not. You're fine." I get hit again. "Oh, they're going to break." "No, they're not. You're fine." Just this inner fight. So now I'm not just fighting him, I'm fighting me. Because that's a good sign, right? And after another couple of hits, my body just kind of started going down. And brain hit the panic button and, gave in. That was, honestly, that was really hard to deal with. So, there I am on the ground, holding my ribs, and then I get back up and they set me on the stool, and as soon as I get onto the stool, the pain, it intensifies just a little bit more, and then it disappears. And then I realized, I could have pushed through that. I mean, I get it. I've never had that amount of pain before. Never been kicked twice in the nuts on the same day before. So, I had experienced a lot of pain, and my brain was just done. My body was just done. So, like, okay. However, now I know that with a little bit more mental fortitude, that sort of pain is something I could push through. It's temporary. It goes away. Now, there is one thing that I'm honestly confused about, because I've never really seen anybody do this. There were a few times in the fight where Black Lightning would just kind of like hold his mouth guard out and be like, like in his stance. My instincts told me, oh, he's baiting me. He wants me to go right for his face and knock his teeth out. I'm not gonna fall for the bait. And then I was thinking, well, maybe he's, as my cornerman says, he's tired and he's trying to, force rest breaks. Or maybe he just wants his teeth knocked out. I don't know. I really didn't feel like going for it in case it was a bait, and in case I did knock some of his teeth out, I didn't want to do that. The cornerman told me later that when you get into the ring, you have to lose all sense of morality. I didn't realize until later that that was a bit of a morality sort of fight within me. So, something to remember in the future. But I really want your opinion on this. What do you think he was doing? Because, like I said, I'd never seen that before. Honestly, very confusing. Like, I don't know. I got kind of tired of it. I was just like, all right, I'm not gonna hit this guy with his mouth guard out, because, like, assuming that I actually connect, then the mouth guard goes flying. They're gonna stop the fight. It's gonna be a longer break. So at one point, I just drop my hands and I just look at him in the face for a second before continuing. I'm really curious. What do you guys think? What was this game there? Have you seen that before? Because it was totally new to me. Alright, so that is Experiment 2A, Calibration Continued. Really, on both of them, I kind of got the same thing. Stamina needs work, flexibility needs work, drills need work, counters need work. So that's what I'm going to be working on. One of the things that I'm going to make sure I do in the future, if I do multiple fights in the same day, I'm going to make sure that the other person is not a fresh fighter. It seems like not the smartest thing to do. That's it for today's video. I know it's a little bit shorter, but to be honest with you, I kind of just wanted to talk about this one, the things I needed to work on, and then move on. The next video that I'm going to be doing is going to be talking about how the experiment has changed. It's changed a little bit, updated a little bit, so I'll detail that more in the next video. Anyway, thank you for being here, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tap that bell for notifications. See you next time.